Magpul has some new accessories for the AK-47. Let's check them out. Magpul has been my go-to source for a long time for AR-15 accessories such as Pmags and stocks. But now Magpul has gotten into the AK world, and man, it's a great thing. They're bringing that rifle up to the 21st century. Man, it's hard to get any rest with all the cool things that Magpul puts out, especially here lately. With the AK-47 accessories, you know, I've already done a review on the Zukov folding stock and their new handguard for my RAS-47 from Century Arms. And this is a great combination, really updates this rifle tremendously. And then I put the Ultimac rail, the Primary Arms Advanced Microdot, Circle 10 AK charging handle that's extended, and then the Circle 10 AK muzzle brake. And I've done reviews on all this stuff. And of course, Magpul puts out some excellent AK magazines, but they've updated their magazine. And one of the big concerns about the standard Pmag or the Mo Pmag is right here at the locking lug. This is polymer and it's held up well. I've got a number of these magazines and I use them quite a bit. I haven't had any issues whatsoever. But the AK-47 is a very durable, rugged rifle. And one of the concerns Magpul took care of is adding one of the metal locking lugs in here, and it's embedded into the polymer. Also, right here at the front, you can see where they've, this is actually all along the spine. You can even see a couple of places here, and when we take it out, this actually runs all the way down the spine of the magazine. When adding and rocking these into your AK, there is a lot of action that goes on there. And so that's going to add, and you can see it compared to the standard Mo AK magazine. The followers are a different color, and that differentiates the two, of course, with the red, which I really like the red being, of course, the AK, but the yellow follower is really nice, and we're going to look at that when we open up the mag. The base plates are pretty much the same, and really overall, I mean, all the other dimensions are the same. And of course, we've already done a review on the AK standard magazine, which has the dot matrix here to be able to identify, which I've added a number 6. This is the number 6 of the magazines that I do have. That way, if you ever have any issues, you know which one to go to. Of course, with Magpul, it's very rare that you have any. But this does allow you to identify your mags. If nothing else, you can personalize your mag. Because Pmags are made in the USA, this does count toward 3 parts toward 922R compliance, which really makes that nice. To remove the base plate, just press down. Same as the standard Pmag, which that is a huge feature and an advantage toward other AK magazine types. They can be kind of tough to get those magazines, get the spring out. Here we see a stainless steel spring, and this is going to be corrosion resistant. It's going to be really nice. Of course, you can see the follower, and because it's boxed in like this, it makes it an anti-tilt follower. It gives you a lot of stability while going down to the body of the magazine. And of course, the floor plate is attached to the spring. Here you can see there are some slight differences with the ribbing of the follower. The top is pretty much the same. Magpul's definitely taken advantage of producing this next generation, and so they have, I'm sure there are some advantages to the way they've cut this from experience. The follower is definitely another place where the advantage has been, of course, with these fingers that come up, gives you a little more stability, keeping the spring from bending and binding and moving around. To return the follower, just place it in. Be careful because obviously this is spring tension, whether adding it in or removing it, and you just need to be careful. but it's real simple to do, and it locks right into place. With the Gen 3, the lip is a little sharper, the slope is a little greater than with your standard Mo AK mag. And just a little bit more beefed up, and that's probably because you have the reinforced metal here that allows this to be a little thinner. Probably a little smoother to go in than your standard. Back here at the back, you're losing some of these ribs, and of course this is for strength for the polymer. But of course with the steel insert, it's just a nice slope. The standard Mo AK Pmag coming in at 6.5 ounces. The new M3 AK magazine, 7.3 ounces. Not quite an ounce difference. And your all-steel AK magazine, 13.1 ounces. Now the retail price on the standard Mo magazine is $13.95 on the Magpul website, $26.95 for the upgraded M3. And of course that has a lot to do with the metal inserts that go into this and the production cost. Go to your favorite retailer, you can typically get them for less. And a lot of times there's specials and things like that. At this point right now, the M3 only comes in black, while the Mo does come in a black and a sand color. Now it's only fitting that Magpul would come up with the Ranger plates. You know, they did start their entire business on Magpuls. Different of course than this, but you can also get this same style for the USGI mags. These easily replace the base plate. The hook itself and the loop is actually an overmold rubber, so you can really get a hold of this and it gives you some traction. Even with this little thumb area here and behind. Very well designed piece. Here it doesn't take away from the magazine at all. I mean, it just fits right in there. It doesn't extend the width of the base here. If you're putting on one of the rubberized pieces that go over, of course, you have more thickness here. But this stays in line with the standard Magpul Pmag. Now, a couple of reasons why these are designed and give you an advantage is it makes it easier to pull out of your plate carrier, and it also makes it easier for mag changes. You can get a hold of it instead of grabbing the body of the magazine like this, where you could slip and move around. You have a dedicated loop to be able to grab it. Removal of the base pad is the same as the original Mo Pmags. Slip it over and you're done. I mean, that is so super quick. The Ranger plates come in a pack of 3 and they're $19.95 on the Magpul website, and of course from your regular dealer you can usually get them for less. Now the Maglink is not a new idea, but it's really an upgrade to a lot of the things that are out there to couple your magazines, and this is the Maglink coupler. It is a 2-piece design, which you can pull this loose. It does have a bolt that goes through to hold it secure. And so it makes it really simple to be able to get this thing around your magazines and then secured down. There are integral grooves built into the coupler to be able to lock down your magazine, and this keeps it solid and keeps it from sliding up and down, which can be done, and I've had that experience before with some of these couplers where the magazines will actually shift. With this system, it locks it into place and you don't have to worry about it. Installation is very simple. All you need is a flathead screwdriver. One of the things you will watch, and if you look at this, it's a little bit wider on this section and a little bit more narrow. This goes to the front of your magazines, and you'll be able to fit it that way only. So once we put it wherever we want to set it up, bring in your coupler in the rear. You'll have your nut on one side, so just go ahead and drop your bolt in, and then you just take your flathead screwdriver and screw it down. No reason to over tighten these. They are really super secure and they hold up very well. And then that way you're not binding your magazine whatsoever. This really helps with your speed efficiency. It keeps it really quick. You can release them quickly, shift it really fast. So mag changes are super fast. You have 60 rounds right here in one package. The retail price on the Magpul website for the Maglink coupler is $17.95. And again, typically you can find it a little less from your regular retailer. Really want to thank Federal Premium for supplying the 7.6239 American Eagle. Really helps us to really test out this gear and accessories. So the Gen M3 Pmag, the Maglink, and the Ranger plates for the AK, thumbs way up. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. installation is very simple. Just go ahead and attach. Yuck, I think I got a gnat. Price typically reflects. The great thing is,